Hello explorers, welcome back. So, it is Super Buck Sunday, and yes, my voice is a little messed up. If you did not see my post yesterday, I was sent in for kind of an emergency surgery, so I did have a feeding tube in, but I will tell you all about everything. Appreciate the tray. It's Lennox's coloring tray, because I'm doing this from the bed. But I needed to do this. I know a bunch of you were commenting on my post, my community post on YouTube, telling me just to take care of myself and don't worry about cash stuffing. But the reality is, I don't just cash stuff for your entertainment. I do it because I have to assign that money somewhere. Otherwise, we'll get off budget and it'll derail all of my financial plans. So, let's get started. A, B, C, D, and E. So, what happened? Well, I went to Magic Kingdom on Thursday night, and we only did one ride. Lennox is finally tall enough to do Space Mountain at Magic Kingdom. She's been doing it at Disneyland for a couple years now, but Magic Kingdom Space Mountain actually has a taller height requirement than Disneyland's does. And so she wasn't tall enough when we came in July last year to do it. And so this year she was really excited because she's finally 44 inches and she can do it here. So we took her on it. And when we got off, I started feeling an extreme pain in my abdomen. And so I told my husband, let's find the nearest bathroom. If you don't know anything about me, I have a lot of gut health problems. And that's usually an indication that I need to make my way to a bathroom, like, immediately. So that's what I thought was happening. I went straight to the nearest bathroom, which was at Tron. I ditched them. I went in there, and I was in there for a while just with severe abdominal pain. Nothing else. I texted my husband because he was like, okay, what do you want us to do? And I was like, just do whatever. Go take them on a ride or something. There's no reason for you guys to sit outside the bathroom waiting for me. I can't get up right now. Like, I can't move. And so he said, well, we're going to go get some food. I'm like, that's perfect. Go get food. So they went to go get food at Sleepy Hollow, which is like the clear other side of the park by the castle. And I literally just sat in there waiting. Eventually I got up enough energy to kind of crawl into the handicap stall so that I could at least like lay on the arm rail, because I had no strength at all. I could barely move. So I made it into the handicap stall. I was there for a while, and then my husband said, well, okay, well, we now have a spot for the fireworks, because like either we need to leave before the fireworks or we're going to be stuck here. And I was like, I don't think you understand. Like, I can't move. There's nothing I can do. So they got a spot for the fireworks. They were good to go. They were all settled, which gave me enough time to be able to like get myself up and make my way towards them. But what happens, of course, while I'm getting myself up, the fireworks start. Now, mind you, we got off the ride at 8 p.m. Fireworks start at 9:20, so it had been a while. But the fireworks start, and when the fireworks start, they block off a lot of the paths. So if it wasn't bad enough that I was in all this pain, now I have to go all the way around to get to them, because I can't even cut through the castle to be able to get to them. And so yeah, it took me a very long time. I was barely walking. Made it up to where they were at. Fortunately, one of the workers at Sleepy Hollow kind of noticed that I was not doing well, and she let me cut through there and walked me over to them, because where they were at was actually blocked off because they had eaten at Sleepy Hollow. If you didn't eat there, though, you weren't getting in there. So she got me in there. I was able to sit with them, finish watching the fireworks, because at this point I still didn't know what had happened or what was going on. I just knew I was in a lot of pain. We watched the fireworks. We waited at Sleepy Hollow for a little bit instead of trying to fight the crowd that leaves right after the fireworks. We waited a while, and then we headed towards the exit. Well, apparently we didn't wait long enough, because we still had probably an hour wait in the line for the ferry to get back to the parking structure, the parking area. So we went through that whole crowd. Finally got back to the parking lot because after the ferry, you then have to take the tram. So then we had to wait for the tram, get on the tram, and then have that take us over to the parking lot. But I will say the one good thing was that because we didn't come at opening or even early in the day, I think we got there at like 4 o'clock. Because of that, my husband was able to park wherever he wanted, and he parked extremely close. Like, I think we were in like the second spot next to the tram. So when we got off the tram, we were able to get right into the car, and then I got home and got in the bed. All throughout the night, I was up with excruciating pain. It just was not leaving. So if you guys were around last month, I had a very similar thing happen, but I would say after like 2 hours, it was done and over with. And so I thought this was kind of the same thing maybe, because I was having that same pain, the same shoulder pain, everything. So that's what I chalked it up to. However, this time it had been several hours and it was not going away. So the next day, which was Friday, got up, still had the same pain, tried to take a bath. The bath helped because it helped to kind of relieve the pressure on my stomach. However, as soon as I got out of the bathtub, I was still feeling that same pain again. I couldn't lay on my side because it literally felt... Sorry, my kids are fighting. If I laid on my side, my stomach literally felt like it was being pulled towards the bed, like from the other side, and so it just felt like my abdomen muscles were like ripping in half. So finally I was like, I called an urgent care to ask about like, you know, cost, because we don't currently have insurance. And the first one I called, my husband called, they gave him a price. I called another one and she said, well, it depends on what you're dealing with. Like, if you tell me what you're dealing with, I can give you a better idea of what it would cost you. And when I told her, she was like, honey, you need to go to the emergency room. That sounds like it's your pancreas or your kidneys or your gallbladder. Like, you need to go to the emergency room. Don't bother coming to urgent care because we're just going to send you to an emergency room and then you're going to be paying for both. And at that point, I was like, okay, I need to just go to the emergency room. So I did. We have 2 A-Bucks. So I went to the nearest emergency room. Fortunately, it's literally 1.4 miles from my house. Like, it's like 2 stoplights away. They got me in right away. They were absolutely incredible there. Like, I've never had the level of care that I've had this entire time between all the places they have sent me. And so I'm very fortunate about that, because in Nevada, I don't know if you guys remember, when I stabbed myself in the hand with the cricket blade, I had less than stellar care. They basically treated me like I was in there trying to get meds when I never once asked for medication. They acted like I was some big druggie just coming in there to try and get pain medication. It was horrible. So for A, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Every single nurse, I think I had 4 or 5 nurses. I had 2 doctors. I had the CT scan tech, and then I had the ultrasound tech at the emergency room, and every single one of them was phenomenal. The front desk, she came in and she helped me with the financial side of it. So they did get me set up for financial assistance to put in the application to see if I can get my emergency room bill covered, since we're uninsured. And on paper, it looks like we don't have much of an income because we don't have my husband's income. And because I'm self-employed, I only file taxes once a year. And if they base it off last year's taxes, last year I filed a loss because of the amount that I spent for the business versus the amount that I earned. This year when I file, that will change. But last year looked as though it was a loss. So hopefully I get approved and that will cover my emergency room bill. I haven't gotten any information yet from the hospital, but we'll see. So for B bucks, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So for the emergency room, they drew the blood, which, fun fact for me is that, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have never successfully had blood drawn or gotten an IV in my arm. So both of my pregnancies, they could not get it in my arm, so they've always done it through the back of my hand. But because they were doing a CT with contrast, they said they had to get it into my arm. So they had 4 different people try with 5 different attempts to get it in my arm, and they were like, wow, you are not kidding. Like, we cannot find, like, we can see the veins, they're just really, really deep, which means that there's a lot of nerve endings and such in those areas. But they even pulled out an ultrasound machine to be able to find them better. And so one of the doctors was able to get it in on his first try, and it was awesome. Like, I loved that they went through all of that to try and make it more comfortable for me, because I've never had a hospital or a doctor or anybody like use an ultrasound to try and find my veins better. But they were like, no, we don't want to stick you any more than we absolutely have to. So they got the IV in, and then they did the ultrasound, or not the ultrasound, I'm sorry. They ended up canceling my first ultrasound because they said since my pain was not generalized, they wanted to do a CT scan so they could see the whole thing. So they did CT with contrast. They came back and they said you have a hemorrhagic ovarian cyst that ruptured, probably because you were on that ride and that's what finally made it rupture. And it has bled out into your abdomen, and you have a lot of free-flowing blood in your abdomen. And so we need to refer you to a hospital in downtown Orlando. We're going to send you there because we cannot do it here. You need to be admitted. So they called around different hospitals because they couldn't decide if they wanted to send me to Winnie Palmer, which is like a labor and delivery hospital, which is going to have better gynecologists, or OBGYNs, or if they wanted to send me to a general hospital for a different type of surgery. Either way, they said I was having surgery. It was just dependent on which type of surgeon was going to be doing it. They ended up sending me to Winnie Palmer and having an OBGYN do the surgery. So when I got there, they ordered a whole new panel of blood, but fortunately they were able to leave my IV in that that the ER had put in, and they were able to just keep that one so we didn't have to go through that all over again. But they drew more blood, whole other urinalysis, basically repeated all the things the ER did, but then they ordered an ultrasound, and so that they could see exactly what was going on. And basically they said the exact same thing. They said you have several cysts, one large one which ruptured, and you've got a lot of blood. We have to get you basically as soon as an ER or an OR opens, we're getting you in for surgery. So at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning, they got me admitted they got me prepped for the OR, and I had the surgery. After the surgery, they told me they did 3 incisions. They drained out a liter of blood from my abdomen, and a good size portion of the cyst. However, they couldn't get all of the cyst. So for B, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12? Really? Should be 13. Okay, yeah, there's 13. Those $2 stuck. They couldn't get all of the cyst, but they said you have severe endometriosis, which I knew for the most part that I had it, but endometriosis cannot be diagnosed without this surgery. Doctors can tell you, yeah, you probably have it, but unless you have this laparoscopy, I cannot pronounce it, I'm sorry, there's no way for them to definitively diagnose that you have it. My sister does have it, I know this. They told her at 12 that she had it. She ended up having the surgery. They wouldn't do the surgery on her that young, but she did end up having the surgery right after she graduated college, where they confirmed that she had it. So she's gone through this exact surgery that I did. Fortunately for her, she didn't have the big rupture like I did. They just went in and scraped out all of her endos and all of her cysts. Mine was a little bit different just because one of the big ones ruptured. So they said they got a good majority of it. They were scraping it off of my ovary. But that my ovaries and my tubes have severe endometriosis damage to them. They have tissue damage, like scar tissue, from other ones that have ruptured and were not cleared out. So as soon as I heal from this procedure, they're sending me to another hospital to have the next procedure where they're going to either remove the rest of the cyst or remove the tube and the ovary. So for C, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do you guys remember how hard it was for me to get C-Bucks in Vegas? And now I can get them in Florida? 12 is a lot. I think 12 is all we got in total in Vegas. So 12 C-Bucks, that's awesome. I did inquire about just getting a full hysterectomy, so that 10, 12, because I have extremely painful menstrual cycles. I have for the last like 3 years, and I actually had an appointment with my OBGYN in Vegas before we left, but then with the move and everything, things just got complicated, because I wanted to start the process of getting it documented so that I could get everything removed, because every month it kind of puts me on my ass, so to say, for a couple of days, makes me pretty bedbound and useless, and I just am tired of going through that. And that's what also, kind of gave me the indication that I probably do have endometriosis. But now that it's been confirmed, and now that I've had this procedure, I don't have to go through the whole process of, in order to get a hysterectomy without, I don't know, I know it was a lot easier, when my mom had hers after, it used to be so much easier for women to get them. Now you have to, go through a whole process of proving that you've tried to do other treatments before they will jump to that. And part of me gets it, because there's so many people, with the way things are right now, trying to change things about their bodies and then regretting it because, mental illness. But, so I kind of understand that. But my thing is, I already have 2 kids. I have a husband. I'm good. I don't want any more children. I'm doing this from what's medically smart for me and will better my life and my body at this point. So, but because I've had this medical procedure and everything, I don't need to do that entire process. So I did talk to them about doing a full hysterectomy, and they said that is absolutely something we can talk about when I go in for the next procedure, in which case it would basically get rid of all of those issues that I have every month. But it would send me into early menopause, they said. And that's why they were trying to avoid it this time. So, we shall see. We shall see. And I'm sorry if this is too much information. You guys know that I don't leave out information. So we had 12 today. We're adding that to this one. So we have 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we only need 3 to do our third bundle. That's awesome. So definitely next week. If I can get them in the envelope, that is. D is for debt. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I like to see that. Because I'm probably going to have a lot of medical debt now. So we have 10 and 11 puts us here. This is another one that hopefully will finish the bundle next week. I know I'm now behind severely on my videos. I don't know what I'm going to do to catch up. I missed 3 days being in the hospital. No, yeah, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then I missed the 2 days that from Wrigley's birthday. Those are videos I need to do, otherwise they're not going to go in this month's count. And I really like that to happen. So, I gotta figure it out. Also trying to figure out how I'm going to get my content done, because I have content that's due in 2 days for cricket, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. Luckily, I did one of my cricket ones like the day before this happened, but they want an edit to the video, but I think my husband can handle the edit, because it's a really, really minor edit. They just want me to add in a little clip. So I think he can add in that clip without me being in it, with just adding the kids. But I try to avoid putting the kids in any content. If they're in content, I do pay them. So I try to keep them out of as much content as possible. Not because I don't want to pay them, but just because I don't like them feeling like they have to do work if they don't want to. So we'll see how this is going to go. Alright. So D is for debt. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So next week we should definitely have the $4 to complete complete the third bundle. E is for emergency. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sorry, I can't take deep breaths because they also said, they had a name for it, but I don't remember the name. But basically my right ovary is rotating, which is causing it to be hard for me to breathe. So I can't take deep breaths, so I run out of breath quite a bit. I think that was 12, so 3. Right here. Somebody asked me if I was going to sue Disney.
Yeah, that was one of the comments I saw.
Yeah, I posted 2 reels on Instagram that were just intended to be funny, but they also kind of intentionally left out any information. And I knew that I was going to get a lot of uproar if they went anywhere. And of course one of them did, and it literally was just a reel that I was working on a reel of the monorail, because I'm trying to put out a video of all the Disney transportation. Like, I'm trying to put out one for each one of the transportations because Disney World has so many different transportation options. So I'm working on making a series of all the different transportation because a lot of people don't know what's available and where things go and stuff. Like, you see them, but so many people don't use them because they're unsure. So that's what I'm working on. And so that day, Thursday, I took a video of the monorail because that's what we chose. The kids like the monorail more than the ferry. So we chose the monorail. I took a video pulling up to Magic Kingdom. And I literally just used the video of like going past Magic Kingdom. And I put on there that time you went to Magic Kingdom and ended up in the emergency room. Or ended up with emergency surgery the next day. And so people were like in an uproar in my comment section, like freaking out, like, I hate when people make videos and don't give more context, blah, 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 blah. Well, first of all, it's not your business. Quit being nosy, and you wouldn't be bothered by it. Not that I care, because, I mean, if they would have went even, like, into my stories, they would have seen what happened. Like, I've told everybody that's asked. It's not a secret. But it's funny to me because they're freaking out as if they're entitled to this information. But I know that's social media. But one person was like, "Did you sue Disney? This happened to me, but I had surgery the same day." And I was like, "No, I'm not suing Disney. Like, it's not their fault that I had a cyst that ruptured because I was on a ride. It wasn't the fault of the ride. Disney could have done nothing to prevent it." 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 19 eBucks. Definitely should get to bundle this one next time too. I will say, when I was talking to the surgeon, because the surgeon asked me separately, like, what happened, even though I've repeated the story a gazillion times. And when I was telling her, she was like, "I cannot believe that you did not get medical transport. Like, you didn't even have them get you a wheelchair to take you from the bathroom to, like, your car even. Let alone the fact that you didn't get an ambulance." And I was like, "Well, my kids are watching the fireworks." She was like, "Oh my God." She was like, "You were actively rupturing. You were actively rupturing while walking the entire distance of Disney World, like of Magic Kingdom." I'm like, "Yeah, because Tron's at the very back of Magic Kingdom, and then I had to walk all the way to the front, but I had to take the long way." I think I can look on my, actually I can tell you what that distance was, because I can see it on my watch, or on my phone. So, I haven't worn my watch in a couple of days, but here's Thursday. So I walked 11,749 steps. And oh, it won't let me see that. But you can see, this is noon. This is noon up here. So this was 6 o'clock. So the rest, this is what I walked after I got hurt. Was all of this. So yeah. 4.35 miles in total. That's fun. Alright, F-Bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I do need to catalog that. I'm just not doing it right now. Oh yeah, I forgot that my F-Bucks or my orange is going out. And I don't have my paper for this either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm not coloring those ones in right now. Because this one's just printed on paper and I don't want it to bleed through. So we have 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. We haven't bundled anything yet. Makes me sad. Alright, G-Bucks. We have a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. G-Bucks come out of Chicago. And we are finishing G. I knew this because there were so many in the bundle. I actually had to pull some or we were going to have too many. So, this pillow is hurting my butt. It's hurting my tailbone. I don't know. Can you pull it?
You want to pull it out?
Yeah. I just can't really help you any. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was so much better.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. What was your money over here? Let me see if I can- Continue on.
Okay, so G is finished. You guys, I don't want to color in all those G-Bucks right now. I will color them in. I'm just not comfortable. So we have 24, 25, which is exactly, wait, yeah, 25. We need a 24 to finish. There was one in there, so this is one bundle right here, which means G-Bucks are done. I do not have all my G-Bucks sitting next to me. My husband brought me just exactly what I needed for the video, so I did not have him grab me the full thing out of the safe. But you will see this reallocated at the end of the month. So that one is done, and we'll have a new one in there for G. It will probably still be gas. I think G is going to stay for gas. It's just going to alternate between being for sinking funds and for gas debt from the trip. Alright, H-Bucks. I don't think we had any H. Oh wait, yes we did. They got mixed in. We had 2 H-Bucks. So not very many. H has been a lot harder. St. Louis, Missouri. Where is Missouri? I don't actually know. Never been. That's one of those states I always forget where it's at. I know it's like in the middle, right? But is it northern middle or like right above Texas? I sound really stupid right now. Is it up by like Minnesota and Montana? I always forget if it's up there or if it's like by Oklahoma. Like,
No, it's one of those states like we never had a reason to go there, so it's like we
no,
barely knew.
I just found out that Oklahoma is by Texas. Okay. I don't know like the central United States.
It's because we'd never been before.
No.
What was the importance of knowing it if we weren't going?
You're
there?
not wrong. So H-Bucks, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh my goodness. I only need 2 more to bundle that. That's annoying. I probably have them too because I've got 3 weeks worth of Super Bucks. Alright, J. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 J-Bucks going in. I think that might complete the bundle. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh my gosh, that completes it exactly. That's awesome. I don't know how many bundles we have. I don't know if this is the 3rd or the 4th bundle. Guess we'll find out at the end of the month. But this will get bundled. So that's exciting. I thought we were going to have more bundles than this though, guys. I really did. L-Bucks, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 L-Bucks. Sorry, I gotta like stop and take breaths every once in a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might skip Travel Tuesday this week to catch up on, because I need to do another mini Monday, and I need to do another travel book video. So I might skip regular Travel Tuesday binder to do another travel book. I'm not sure yet. I need to look and see what I'm missing, like what I'm behind on. Guys, I don't remember how many I just did. I think I did 4. So I have 9 here. How many should I have colored? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 10, 20, 1, 2. So I would have 5. That's 15. So I need to do 4 down here. Because that would put me at 9. Yeah. There's just certain ones that I want to make sure that I get caught up, certain videos, because those ones greatly impact my monthly reallocation. I know this month is going to be a little slower. Next month should pick up because I have a bunch of payouts coming towards the end of this month. I'm still waiting on a really big payout, which will basically fund all of next month. And then some. No star notes. Out of all 300 singles that I purchased from the bank, I didn't get any star notes. So, that is it for Superbucks Sunday. Hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for being so patient with me. And, if you want a good laugh, go read the comments on my most recent 2 posts on Instagram. Because people are losing their minds. I can only imagine what it would have been if I had posted on TikTok. Fun fact, I did get rid of TikTok, so, like, my account is still there, but I deleted the app off my phone. It was taking up, like, 30 gigs on my phone, and so when I was trying to do content, I kept running out of space, because I don't know why TikTok takes up so much space, but 30 gigs is obnoxious. So I just deleted the app. So yeah. I am going to spend the rest of the day laying in bed, watching people's YouTube videos, or Suits with my husband, or we've been watching one Harry Potter movie a night with the kids, and obviously I haven't watched one for the last 3 nights, so yeah, we need to watch, I think we're on number 7, part 1, so almost done with those. They're really enjoying them, but that's all that I have for you guys today, and I will see you back here hopefully tomorrow. Unless Corey does. He almost did this video for me until I had this idea. So, yeah, we might be making him do some videos. Because the next one is just Magic Mini Monday, and he definitely knows how that video works. So, until next time, bye!